Your future needs you. Your past does not. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, since I talked to you last, they slid down, right? They hit $30,000, coming back up a little bit, coming in on the other side of 32,000 right now. It just saying that the price of a whole Bitcoin is $32,000, and then saying the words is pulled back and large dip and FUD in the market. It's still a tough one to get used to. You know, it's hard to say these things because we spent such a long time trying to get above $10,000. Just being above 20K feels good. We know that Bitcoin is sound money. We know that the institutional investors, entities, the rest of the world, they're starting to wake up to the fact that Bitcoin is sound money. We all need more money, right? That's just life. The more money we have, the more power we have, the more we can do, the more secure we feel, the more safe everything is, because you can handle whatever comes at you. That's how everybody, companies included, want to feel. So, buying Bitcoin, getting Bitcoin, holding Bitcoin, it's about having the way to have money make you money, right? Retaining purchasing power, increasing purchasing power as the rest of the world wakes up. Well, another round of stimulus checks coming out soon, I hear. Another $1,400. I know personally I'm going to continue to keep purchasing Bitcoin. I don't think that we're crashing down to zero, below 20K. There's a lot of things going on. And as we continue to move forward, Bitcoin is going to be a precious commodity. Everybody needs to start accumulating it. The fact that we're here in such early days and have such a good education already is always to our benefit. And you know who's here with a great education as well is my lovely co-host, Sammy.
Good evening, everyone.
So, wasting time, Sammy, wasting time, right? Trying to get all of our lovely friends out there to join us in the chat. Comment, please. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you got going on. Obviously, there's something happening back here behind me because you're
oh,
staring.
No, Fruity was picking on the gimpy one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And Turkey, Beaky is just doing his dance.
Focus, Samantha.
I'm trying.
So, I mean, Bitcoin, $32,000, right? I've seen Crypto Zombie putting in a $2 million long at 31K. Yeah. I mean, seems like a smart move to me, but I'm not the one making those kinds of moves, right? We sit here and try to play it safe. I mean, you know, we talk about money, making money. That's what smart people do. But high risk comes high reward. You know, we are a play it safe kind of situation.
Yeah, we are pretty, I don't know. Yes.
I don't know. We played fast and loose a little bit at the beginning of all of our cryptocurrency-ness. And I mean, we came out ahead at the end.
Yeah. I mean, we did, the airdrops. There was a couple different ones that actually were very profitable.
Genesis mining worked out nicely.
Yeah, Genesis mining was
not good. That I would recommend it now. All cloud mining is a scam. It just happened to be that you couldn't fail.
Us. Yes.
You know, you couldn't fail in 2017. And that's what they talk about now, is they're talking about how we're in another bull market. We're heading upwards. You can't fail, or you won't be able to fail. But it does. It does seem like you can fail. You know, it seems like a lot of the DeFi projects, if you were in them in the beginning, there were upsides, but then they crashed really hard. You know, when they got to all of the food tokens or whatever, a lot of the projects got ripped off and hacked. You know, we didn't have leverage trading, so people use the altcoins for the gains. You know, now I don't see why you would ever want to leave Bitcoin when you can leverage trade up to 100x.
I mean, it's just, I'm sure there's a lot of reasons why people.
Yes, I'm sure lots of people can find lots of reasons, but I mean, gambling is gambling. So, of course, a gambler is going to tell you that they got a great reason for it in the end.
There's lots of reasons.
Yeah, well, crazy stuff. We got a little bit of news here, a few jumping off points. Nothing major happening today, so this is kind of some old stuff.
All right, well, Zaza is here, and so is Kristen. Hi, guys.
Zaza, Kristen, nice. I'm glad that you guys can make it out here. As always, hitting the thumbs up, sharing this video out. It helps other people find us, continues the conversation, keeps it going so we can keep talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So the first thing I got going on here is talking about Craig Wright, right? Once again, out there, I don't know, it seems like the FUD's strong, right? That fear, uncertainty, and doubt. People are out there trying to talk bad about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, trying to push the price down. It's definitely, I don't see how it's actually happening, right? Because for the longest time, you couldn't suppress the price of Bitcoin, no matter what kind of news there was. As we climbed between the $10,000 and $20,000 range. Now, all of a sudden, it seems like people became very sensitive, like their skin got soft, and all you have to do is say, "Oh, Craig Wright is out there making his rounds again."
I mean, yeah, okay, so that man, that's all that man lives for, is like whiny bitch drama. So, yeah. When he can't, I mean, he just creates it.
Well, I mean, Craig Wright and the double spend news.
Oh my God.
That they kind of go hand in hand, right? That's just, it's old school Bitcoin price manipulation tactics.
It made me sad though, because it's like, I really thought like we were like past like, I guess that amount of naiveness, but no, we are not.
I think we are. I think that there's other forces at play that we just don't know about right now. You know, it's going to be one of those, hindsight is 2020, but I don't believe that there is enough people out there selling on the spot market that believe that there was a double spend in Bitcoin as a major flaw in the blockchain.
Yeah, and nobody found, yeah.
And they thought they had to exit the market quickly before the price of Bitcoin went to zero.
So asinine. All right, Mike. MS Biddies. Mike. Hi.
Mike, nice. Yay. I'm glad that you can make it, buddy.
He says thanks for the text. See, right? Between us and Zaza, like, you have to be covered on almost everybody's chat, right? I mean, like, because you and Zaza are in everybody's chat. So, yeah, do you just, like, heads up? I'm heading over to, Blanky Blanks. Yeah. Kristen said that she is not familiar with Craig Wright.
Craig Wright is a person who is in the cryptocurrency space, who has claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, and through a lot of lengthy legal battles and just remarks that he's made, it's blatantly obvious that he is not. And that he is a fraudster out there trying to take that role of Satoshi Nakamoto so that he can embezzle people out of money.
Yes, he keeps claiming that he has like undeniable proof, but is yet to actually prove it to anyone. So, and he has a shitload of lawyers and is, always in court and always crying. So I don't know. It is, yeah. Kristen says thanks. Because Zaza also said he's the founder of claiming BCV for the real Bitcoin.
Yeah, he also got a fork off of Bitcoin from a group of people who decided to not continue along with the traditional Bitcoin that we're all using, and they call them Satoshi's Vision.
Yeah.
So the SVB, Satoshi's Vision, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, Satoshi's Vision. Yeah,
It's a crappy cryptocurrency that didn't make it very far.
But dude's a lunatic.
Yeah, dude is very on the fringe of being crazy.
Yeah. I mean, if you like drama, you should definitely. I mean, him and Bear, just go have fun.
What? The next one was Janet Yellen. Right, okay, got to bring up the big old Janet Yellen once again. There's a delay, a hold up in the Senate or whatever, so she didn't actually get the position yet.
Yes, I don't know what the hold up is because I don't pay enough attention. When you have that news on, I zone out. But yes, there is some kind of delay, and it's like Monday.
But people are concerned because she's had the same old rhetoric of used for terrorism and illicit finance, and they were worried that she was going to, get the seat, right?
Mm-hmm. And have a little bit more of,
say over some
regulations.
regulations, but it's not looking that way. She came out, a day later or 2 days later,
I think it was 2 days, yeah.
and was saying that she sees the quality of cryptocurrencies or something and how they can help their traditional banking system and finance industry.
Blah.
Yeah.
Just blah.
I know that's how it's been the last 2 days for news. Is it's been that pretty blah feeling. It's like you dug down in the dirty laundry hamper and you're
sniffing. You're sniffing.
Right. You pulled something rank out from last week and you think you're gonna wear it.
Just for breeze that shit and go, right? Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, it's not working. I think the newest stuff that we heard is ETF on the horizon again, possibly Van Eck is, I think, who they were saying.
I think so, yes.
Possibility at this time. I don't know if it'll have as much of an impact on the Bitcoin price as it did in 2017. That was the big anticipator for the price to go up, is that there was going to be an ETF created and it was going to create a gateway for IRAs and institutional investors.
But now they're just,
now they're already here in different ways, and you're already able to buy Grayscale stock and MicroStrategy. They just added another 10 million on this
that's
dip.
Cool. Why not, right?
I don't know. They're calling him the Batman of crypto now or something.
They got a decent chunk, for sure. And that, I don't know. See, I hate doing the company math, the business math, because that's when it's really oh, wow, we need more. We need more, right now. We needed more last week. At some point, it's going to run out.
So what are you guys thinking about everything that's happening out here in the cryptocurrency space? What are you guys feeling about these news topics that have been happening lately? To me, it sounds like the same old Bitcoin's dead news. It's like you might as well go over to that website and start reading down the list, because that's probably what you're going to hear in the next few days, right? It does seem like that someone is out there pushing those FUD pieces through the media again. It's sad to see that we're always turning to the same news outlets.
Yeah.
And the reporters there are crappy.
I know. It makes me wonder, for real, are you freelancing? Because if they paid you for this, wow. They are just, it's badly written. Sometimes it's confusing.
But it's also that one of them comes out with one and then they all piggyback off of that story.
I know. I like it when they actually reference the first ones as part of the.
Yes, on Cointelegraph.
It's you are what? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, Satoshi James is here. Hello.
Satoshi James, thank you, my friend. I don't know. I don't really got a whole lot, right? It is pretty much just, that the price is down a little bit, even though I don't think it's down. I do feel more like how Crypto Zombie is, that if you're going to put in some longs, this is the time, right? We've gotten the big pullback. We're hanging out. We've seen Ivan on Tech talking about how we could move sideways for up to a week in this area with his technical analysis. Who knows what Bitcoin's going to do? We know that there's a liquidity crunch. We know that the entities are out there buying up large quantities of Bitcoin. At this point, it's just about me and you trying to figure out what we can do, right? We always got to try to make sure we can maximize the cash flow, right? So one of the best ways to do that is always buying a little Bitcoin, because it's either going to be worth the same later, worth more later, or going to make you really freaking rich because you were able to hold it for a long time, right? The ideals of Bitcoin being purchased, what was the analogy? Having $100 when you walk into the grocery store, and by the time you get up to the cash register, the price was so volatile, you're down to $50 worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Those days are kind of far behind us. the price of the dollar and every other currency fluctuates. The price of Bitcoin fluctuates too. When we start seeing $100,000, when you start talking about having how many Satoshis you get for $5, when you see the price of a Bitcoin go from like $120,000 to $105,000, that's quite the big difference when you think about thousands of dollars. But ultimately, in how many Satoshis it would be, it's really insignificant.
Oh yeah, like okay, so yeah, how like Thomas does the dollar to Satoshi like thing at the beginning of all of his stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I don't have a calculator, so I couldn't tell you,
Yeah.
but it would, you know what I mean? Like if it's 700 Satoshis for $1, then
Yeah.
it would be like 751 Satoshis to $1.
I mean, I personally like the I mean, I used it before, we have talked about it or whatever, but like I've also had Adam Meister has done it a couple times now, but like the millionaire to Bitcoin ratio.
Oh, how many
chart,
Bitcoins
like,
does it take
yes,
to be a millionaire?
I like that. Okay,
The 28 Bitcoins to be a millionaire.
It's a lot more like the mayor, like
The
because
mayor
because I makes you like it's really like ooh, like it's a little uplifting always, because like some days when he says 21 Bitcoin make you a millionaire, it's like ooh, we're up. I mean, yes, okay, yes.
Yeah, right. I haven't actually looked at the Mayor multiple in a while. That
I
has
know,
to be
you're
shot
right.
out the window right now. Bitcoin has never really been higher than it has been today.
Never. All right, D Good says, we know what Bitcoin is going to do. Go up. Yes.
Yeah, it is always just a matter of not needing money, right? That's where I always, you think you can just buy Bitcoin and, oh, okay, I'll buy 5,000, I'll buy 2,000, I'll buy $500, whatever. But then 3 weeks happens, right?
Yeah.
Life comes at you and it's like, oh man, I really need to buy this. I really need to do this. Do you? First, that's always, I start asking myself questions. First, my answer is always no. And then I work backwards.
Yeah, he's really like a cut off and prioritize, like, yes, if you were a doctor, you'd tourniquet everything and then figure out, like, nope, this one's okay. I mean, yes, your answer is no. And then it's always like, okay, fine, we do need blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it took us a long time to get it so that it was a one-way street with Bitcoin, that we only purchased Bitcoin and that we no longer sold, traded, tried to manipulate the markets or, the gimmicks out there to make more Bitcoin or fiat cash, right? Because for a while we thought that it was about being able to put cash in, pull cash out.
Get more cash. Oh, nothing makes interest. Oh, my Jesus. Like, we're just, yes. Mm-hmm. Horrible.
And, I mean, it may work at a time, especially if you join the market at the right time and you get a bear or you get a bull market. And it seemed like you couldn't lose money in 2017.
Yes.
We're yet to see that now, but that time is coming. And it's just that don't cash out. Don't really take profits unless you have to, right? Like, because I have seen in my retrospect, in my rear view mirror, that I wish I had it because it would be worth magnitudes more today.
Yeah. All right. Krista says that she can't figure out how to purchase more. It'll only let her set up reoccurring payments on her Coinbase. Well, yes, Zaza, we can definitely help Kristen, because it was like, weird, baby. We can probably help you.
Yes, there's options.
There should be it's like single payments, like not every time. Although it's not.
Well, it just sounds like a good excuse to come down and visit again, Kristen.
Boop boop, friend's room. All right.
So it's a little below Florida's average temperature tonight.
It's cold.
But I did like the canopy. It was sprinkling earlier, and I was like, oh, we'll still be able to get out here and do a show. So I had less anxiety throughout the day in anticipation of not being able to do the show based on the weather.
Because, yes, it looked like shit all day. It like, usually we'd be, like, looking at the weather, saying, okay, by 4 or 5 or 6, like, when does it stop? We didn't have to this time. It was like, whatever, man. You could be, as long as you're not sideways raining, we're pretty good.
But
Kristen's quarantined. No. She said, just not for 2 weeks. I'm quarantined for 10 days. My COVID. All my coworkers got COVID. Kristen.
That's horrible.
Man, well, your boss is cool.
Well,
He'll
let's hope-
probably pay you for quarantine days.
Well, let's hope that you don't have the UK strain because it's supposed to be slightly
Or
more
the South African.
dangerous, or the South African strain
And
because
we know
that one's
nothing
doing the
about
double tap.
And we know nothing about the Asian one. They're on the hush hush. So who knows? That one could be like, yes, some chimera, like horrible stuff. Because the one doesn't make you have enough sickness. And I mean, so far at first we were just thinking like, because the UK has been out for like a month now, and for the longest time they just said it was more contagious, and now all of a sudden it's also more deadly. So that's that's always fun. Ugh.
I know that Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? He's been out there. He has a bunch of videos coming out lately, and he's constantly trying to help wake people up to the ideal of we're not actually taught about money in school, right? And then he keeps trying to talk about liabilities, assets, and looking at your life in different perspectives. I've already done all of this a long time ago, but the ideal of buying assets for your life is a complicated situation, right? That's why a lot of people like to go towards real estate. But real estate is high cost, right? Most of the time.
No, for the good ones, yes.
That's where Bitcoin is especially designed for the poor people or the poor income, the people of the third world countries, right? You don't have to have a large amount of fiat cash in order to start obtaining any Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies that will then open up the gateway for you to have more, right? Making money is key. Making money when you don't have a lot of money is hard, right? It's easy when you have a lot. So giving this opportunity to people is why we're here. This is the revolution. This is why we're trying to get people involved. It's hard explaining it to people. It's hard telling people that this money is designed to reward you for being a long-term thinker.
All right, Krista to say that yes, she is working from home until further notice. That's how HR can roll. See, conference calls.
Just go get a rapid COVID test and go back to work.
No, don't. Suck it up, man. It's cool. Just be in those slippers and like fuzzy pants. Who cares? All right, Vention is here. Hi, Vention.
Vention, buddy.
He says
I'm glad
this
that you
is
can make it.
day 11 of COVID that he finally got his sense of smell back. So, wait, that's, like, what level of COVID are we talking about? Like, did you just lose smell, or were we, like, really
Yeah, I'm
sick?
sorry, Vention. We haven't been following very closely.
No.
Today's actually the first day that we had some rain and stuff, and we actually had some downtime, and we had cancellation this afternoon. So it's been nice. I'm enjoying today, I guess. It's been nice trying to take a break from all of it.
Yeah.
A little stressed out lately, right? Trying to keep up the plans. 2021 is kicked off. We're getting into it. What are we, the 23rd now?
Yeah, today's the 23rd.
So 23 days into the new year, and it's like, you want to do good. You want everything to go right. But really, so far, nothing's different this year. It's just as hard. It's just as complicated. So they're going to go turn around and hand out PPP loans to small businesses. That's not going to do anything major for me. I still got to get out there and work and make everything happen the old-fashioned way. My 2 cents.
All right, where are we at? Two. Okay, Krista says that real estate is not fun, that she flipped a house and will never do it again. Right? She said great payout, but God, so stressful. I believe it. All right, so Kristen, fuzzy pants are life, and Zaza is in fuzzy pants right now. I see.
The Fuzzy Pant Club.
Fuzzy pant. Yeah. All right, Invention says it was a nasty cold, but here's the kicker of losing my sense and smell for about a week. Okay, so it was like just a bad cold. But, I mean...
with some of the weird side effects.
Yeah, man, right? So no tasting. So food all just was like crap, right? Just texture. I can't do that. I hate when you can't taste food. Smell is so important.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have known a few people who are like, no, swear to God, have no sense of smell, like born that way. And it's like, Mm,
I know it's always like the weird stuff that smells bad that people like to eat, but they say that it's good, like lutefisk and limburger. And
kimchi.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, no, none of that. I don't care. I can smell it.
Don't care. Don't care how good your head cheese is. No, bro. Mm-mm. No.
Come on, I got some good head cheese.
All right.
Well, I don't have anything else more over here to continue to keep talking about. If there's anything you want to talk about, any questions you want to ask, anything you're wondering about the cryptocurrency space, we literally are sitting at a round table right now just trying to talk about the cryptocurrency space and everything that's happening in the market. I don't really know what I'm doing out here. That's been the confusion of the show. At first, I thought I was going to steer people away from scams and I thought I was going to educate people, but really, I'm finding I just want to keep talking about it, right? I just keep wanting to meet new people and find out what's going on in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space. I'm not going anywhere. Don't plan on it. Bitcoin is my way of money making me money. Bitcoin is my long-term plan for retirement. I just want to keep in touch with you guys because you guys are my fellow revolutionaries, right? I want to help you guys keep a strong hand just like I want you guys to help me keep a strong hand. This FUD is nothing, but there will be a day when the FUD is strong. There will be a day when the regulation has us all worried and panicked. I think that now that we have the entities, the corporations out there involved in cryptocurrency, it gives us a good shield. But still, the revolution has to happen. So keep telling everyone that that you care about, that if you want them to have financial freedom, you got to start collecting those Satoshis.
Oh, the pothead's here.
Pothead, buddy, you're joining the show a little late. You can always watch it at 2x, though, right?
Yeah, man. Oh, I probably sound like a chipmunk.
Right? Maybe I sound all right then. I'm kind of slow, like monotone.
Right? Maybe you have like inflections, and I sound like I'm on crack. Like me. Oh, I'm never watching us on 2X. No. Okay.
Anything else over there, Samantha?
No, we're good.
All right, you guys. I super appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with us. Like I said, there's a couple links down below to other social media platforms that we post to. In case you're not getting those notifications from YouTube, make sure you click the bell and it says all, not occasionally. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. That's how you're going to get the notifications. That's how you're going to join the live show. That's how you're going to become part of the chat and keep this conversation going. Remember, no one's trying to sell anybody anything around here, but this does cost some funds to keep it going. We have a donational address down below. We're trying to see if we can get out to a couple events. So if we can raise some money, we're going to pass out flyers, right, Samantha?
Yeah.
We do have one coming up here in April.
Yes.
So we got about 2 more months before we would actually have the opportunity to pass out flyers, but we would need to see a little bit of more funds make it into that donational address.
It just sucks. We need to have something.
No, if not, there's another one that's a month or 2 later, and we'll just start shooting for that one and roll everything over. That's why we have 4 planned up for the year, and no stress, right? It's a carbon offset. We all can't help the environment. We all can't get out there and plant trees, but sometimes we can donate $1 or 2 to help somebody else get out there and plant the tree because we know it all needs to get done.
I know, right? Please let them not make it so we have to. Somebody needs to go off.
Samantha's nervous about needing to get a COVID shot before we could go to a festival and showing.
I just want to see any go off first. Anything, any mass gathering, and I want to see how they make that fly. Because I mean, yes.
Yeah, right. Everyone's going to be getting our money and then canceling at the last minute. Hey, if all of a sudden I get a whole bunch of money back from all these concert tickets, you guys know I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. All right.
Chrissy gave us $5.
All right, you guys, take it easy. Have a good evening. And remember, keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys. We love you.